Opening night of the 2014 Texas high school football season here in San Antonio as Brennan played host to Leander Rouse. It was a playoff rematch as Brennan beat Rouse last year on their way to the 4A state finals. This year, though, the two teams up in Class 6A. So which team would get their season off right with a victory? Let's head inside Gustafson Stadium and find out. Brennan quarterback DaShawn warming up before the game. Flashback time to December 6th when these two teams met in the 4A Division I state quarters. Key with 136 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns that evening as Brennan led 27-0 at the half on their way to a 30-7 win. Bears looking to begin their road back to Arlington after losing in last year's state final. This one started differently though as Rouse quarterback Billy McCrary with a 68-yard touchdown pass to Jackson Franks and Rouse with the early lead. For the record, McCrary threw for just 7 yards in that playoff game 9 months ago. Unfortunately for the team from northwest of Austin, that was the end of the Raider offensive show. Second quarter once again was all Bears as they scored on all 4 possessions in the 12-minute frame. Key threw a pair of touchdown passes to his good buddy Dane Thomas of 56 and 28 yards. Both times Thomas ran right past the Rouse secondary before catching the brown-colored object and taking said object into the end zone. Not only can Key throw the ball, he's pretty good at running it as well, as he demonstrated correctly on this 36-yard touchdown run, part of the 294 all-purpose yards he had on the night.
I felt amazing, and I got to give a lot of credit to the line. I mean, they had a hell of a game. It was crazy. They were working really hard, and they were getting a big push. I mean, we've been working with them really hard, and they're finally starting to click together, and they're finally starting to play for each other, and it just was amazing.
By the way, 294 yards equals 882 feet, just in case you were interested. Brennan's defense, meanwhile, held the Raiders to just 153 yards of total offense and shut them down the final 3 quarters of the game in the easy 30-7 win as Stephen Basore's team got their run back to Arlington started right.
He put on about 10-15 pounds, which he needed to do, and he's a guy that's really been there and done that. So as some of these other guys come along, he's a solid rock we can count on, and got a big offensive line and some returners there as well. So we'll keep it going, but it's a good start, and it's great to have DaShawn with all that experience back.
DaShawn Key, another big night for the Bears, over 250 all-purpose yards as Brennan defeats the Raiders 30-7, the same score that they beat Rouse by in the playoffs a year ago. Don't be surprised to see Brennan back in Dallas playing for a state championship in 112 days, though there's still 16 more weeks to go. Reporting from San Antonio, I'm Sherman for Fox Football Friday.